Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Darth Mal, aka Mouse Fortress, in the bizay, and it's been about a month since my last video. I'm not going to sit here and explain to y'all why I've been gone. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and do that right now. Just know I'm back. Okay, and I actually have an announcement too. So this here on, there will be videos resuming weekly on this channel. Okay, weekly. I'm not gonna promise you every video, like every 7 days a week there'll be a video. I can't promise that, but I can promise you one thing: there'll be at least 1 or 2 videos a week. Okay, I can promise that. Now, quick question: is this better off or is it better on? I'm gonna say off because you can see my face better. So okay, I'm leaving it off. But hey, who cares though? I'm back. All right, so look, Chris Hemsworth confirms big change for Thor 5 and why he messed up with Love and Thunder. Now, we all know how bad Love and Thunder was, okay? That was an absolute barnacle show. That movie was atrocious. It was every big word that means something negative in the book, okay? The movie was horrible. The movie was horrible, and it seems as if even Thor himself knows that, okay? So let's watch this video by the Cosmic Wonder. Shout out Cosmic Wonder, makes amazing videos. Goes up to him, makes great videos. So yeah, man, let's see what Mr. Hemsworth has to say about this god-awful movie he put out for us, okay?
So if you didn't like Thor Love and Thunder and you are worried about the next Thor film, Thor 5, well, don't worry, because Chris Hemsworth, Thor himself, evidently did not like Thor Love and Thunder that much either. In fact, in an interview released today...
But this is the thing though, didn't Chris Hemsworth produce this movie? Like, didn't he produce it with Taika Waititi? Like, how, if you hated it so much, why didn't you let that be known, like, did it really take the fans' perception of the movie to make you realize how bad it was? Like, really?
With Vanity Fair, Chris Hemsworth said that he did not stick the landing with the last Thor performance, and now he feels that he owes the audiences a better performance in the next Thor film. And to further take anybody else's worries away who still might be worried about the next Thor movie, Taika Waititi, who directed Thor Ragnarok and Thor Love and Thunder, will not be returning to direct Thor 5.
Oh god, get him out of here. Yeah. Get him out of here, please. That dude, yeah. Taika Waititi should not be allowed to work on anything Marvel related ever again. Okay? And let's not even stop it there. Taika Waititi should never be allowed to direct anything in anything sci-fi, period. No Star Wars, no Harry Potter, no Star Trek, no Dune, no Back to the Future, no anything. Okay, that's sci-fi. He shouldn't be involved in anything. Taika Waititi should even be directing Sesame Street, okay? Keep that dude away from keep that dude away from anything that has to do with entertainment. God, he just really put out a bad movie, man. That movie is so bad. Oh, God, it's so bad, man.
And Chris Hemsworth himself has already stated in the past that if he did another Thor film, it would have to be very different than Thor Love and Thunder. The tone would have to be much different. And well, now Thor 5 is confirmed. Chris Hemsworth is returning. Taika Waititi is not returning, and we'll talk about directors later on in the video. But the most important thing is it seems like Chris Hemsworth and Disney/Marvel Studios have realized that the next Thor film needs to be very different than the one that we got from Thor Love and Thunder.
It needs to be very, very mature and serious, because that could possibly be Hemsworth's last film as Thor. Okay, so if that's the case, that means that film should be very like Logan-esque, in my opinion. That's what we need, a very Logan-esque movie for Hemsworth's final Thor appearance, if that's his last Thor appearance. Okay, so I'm down for that. I don't know about y'all. Like, comment down below if y'all think that'll be a good idea, but to me that'd be sick.
which is great news for a lot of fans. I definitely did not hate Thor Love and Thunder, but I am excited to see it take more of a serious
You didn't
tone.
hate it.
And it sounds like that is exactly what it's going to do, because we do know a little bit of details about the film already, plus some insider information about what could happen in Thor 5, which of course we'll go over and break down in this video. And if you are new, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel and Thor news. And today is the last day of the giveaway. If you want a chance to win an Xbox Series,
That's nice.
He also wants stillness. He wants to work outside the action lane and to be taken seriously by directors like Christopher Nolan, Greta Gerwig, Martin Scorsese, and Steven Spielberg. But he also thinks he owes the audience another Thor after what felt like a whiff with Thor Love and Thunder. He wants to let himself take his craft more seriously, but he doesn't want to be, quote, an overly self-important, pretentious wanker, end quote. Now, I love this, and of course, as an actor himself, he would want to branch out of just playing one particular specific role. But the best part about this is that he gives us a confirmation that the next Thor movie, Thor is not going to be the same. He's not going to act the same, there aren't going to be as many rapid-fire jokes, and he wants the character and the movie to be more serious. And it's to the point to where he didn't even himself like how Thor was portrayed in Thor Love and Thunder. So again, if you were worried about...
Dude, it's like, who would? Like, Thor, okay, so Thor in Ragnarok and Love and Thunder was quite literally a parody. Like, he got, especially in Love and Thunder, he got so bad to the point where Thor looked as if he was playing a parody of the actual real Thor that we love and know. That's how bad it got. That's how bad it got.
About the next Thor movie, it's already confirmed by Chris Hemsworth himself, big changes are being made. And we've heard that Chris Hemsworth has already been talking to Marvel Studios about the next Thor film. In fact, Taika Waititi confirmed this himself. In an interview with Inverse, Taika Waititi confirmed that he is not working on Thor 5. He will not direct a film, but he did also confirm that Chris Hemsworth and Marvel Studios are in talks about Thor 5 right now. Which makes a lot of sense because if we take a look at Marvel's slate in Phase 6, Thor 5 should be there. Now, there is a possibility that it could be in Phase 5, however, most of that is pretty much filled by now. We know Marvel Studios has kind of moved things around and canceled some things, so it is possible that at San Diego Comic-Con, they reveal a new order for Phase 5, which could have some new movies and possibly some new shows as well. But mostly what we're expecting is Phase 5 is pretty much solidified at this point, and what's next is the big reveal of Phase 6, in which Thor 5 will definitely be a part of, and it will indeed pick up where Thor Love and Thunder left off with the post-credit scene with Zeus and Hercules. And here's the really good news about this. A lot of people were really looking forward to Hercules joining the MCU and going up against Thor. However, a lot of people were kind of let down / worried at the same time, because if Thor 5 was going to be like Thor Love and Thunder, then that probably means the fighting between Hercules and Thor wasn't going to be that good. However, since we know Thor 5 is not going to be like Thor Love and Thunder, that means a lot of people can get really excited about some killer action sequences between two gods. And Hercules and Thor have a pretty great relationship in the comics. Yes, at first they go up against each other, but ultimately they end up being allies and friends. But that is not before some killer fighting. In fact, it sounds like it's going to be rather intense. According to Alex Perez from thecosmiccircus.com, he said, Hercules is coming, and he's coming for blood. That sounds serious as it is, but Hercules...
Okay, now listen, if they're able to pull off an amazing fight between these two, that would be sick. Okay, like it has to be top tier. It can't be no silly jokes. Please, no jokes. Okay, please. Kevin Feige, no jokes. Okay, we want a serious, bloody battle between Thor and Hercules. Okay, that's all we want. That would be sick. I would love to watch that. All right.
Is going to get Thor in a very serious, intending to harm way. Sounds really great. Now, we've heard some other reports about Thor 5 as well, and if they end up being true, Thor 5 sounds like it's going to be fantastic. However, one thing very important to note is that Thor is apparently not going to be in Avengers 5. And according to, again, Alex Perez, that is going to be...
What? What? They're doing Kang Dynasty without Thor? Are they crazy? He's an Avenger. He's an OG Avenger. Why would he not be in it? What?
Because of what goes down in Thor 5. Now, one thing that Alex Perez and the Cosmic...
Is Thor 5 before Avengers 5? Jeez, my eye is itching. Um, is Thor 5 before Avengers 5? Is that? I thought. Okay, okay.
Circus have reported on is that Valhalla is going to be a very important location, not only for Thor 5, but it could also be a really important location for the multiverse saga
Okay.
overall. Since Thor 5 is going
Yeah,
to
they
be
were
coming
hinting
out in
at
Phase 6
Valhalla
right
and
before
Ragnarok.
Avengers
I
Secret
mean,
Wars,
Love
and
and
clearly
Thunder.
by the end of the movie, Marvel's really going to have to get Thor into the bigger main story of the multiverse saga. And Alex Perez pointed out that in the scene in Thor Love and Thunder in the post-credit, where Jane Foster goes to Valhalla and sees Heimdall, we can actually see what appears to be unwoven threads of the multiverse in the background. In fact, this is where the important report from the Cosmic Circus came in, where they stated, just as the scene starts, if you pause and look beyond the horizon and towards the sky, you'll notice the unwoven threads of the multiverse in the background. The appearance of these timelines implies several things about Valhalla and serves as a stepping point for new theories down the line. Then they state this: our sources confirmed that part of the early ideas for the forthcoming Thor 5 film involve Valhalla as one of the upcoming locations exploring another aspect of Norse mythology. Then they go on to talk about how realms of the afterlife could exist outside and do appear to exist outside of the multiverse. This would include the ancestral plane from Wakanda, the Duat and Field of Reeds from Moon Knight, and of course we know there are other places that exist outside of the multiverse like the quantum realm. So this is how Thor is going to connect to the overall story of the multiverse through Valhalla. And of course we have to wonder, since Thor is going to be tied into the multiverse, if he'll ever find out what Loki did. Does Odin know what Loki did? Can Odin see Loki right now in Valhalla? Could Thor actually die and go to Valhalla and then come back? Something that has happened before. Although Thor has never really died permanently in the comics and most likely never will. But it would be pretty interesting to see in the MCU, especially if he could.
Okay, so I will admit to y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I did not finish Loki season 2. Okay, now, this is my big debacle, I guess, with all the Disney Plus shows. Okay, specifically the Marvel shows on Disney Plus. So many of those shows, in my opinion, have been just so butt cheeks garbage to the point where I don't really care to even watch the newer ones. That might be good. Okay, so that means, Loki season 2. I didn't finish that. I haven't even watched X-Men 97 yet. I heard that's been good. I haven't even watched that. It's just basically it's like all the old shows that were horrible kind of made a bad rep and left a bad taste in my mouth. So now I don't give two craps about any shows they do now. But if y'all in the comments right now would tell me to watch season 2 of Loki, I'll watch it. Okay, but until then, I might just Google what happens in this and call it a day. Okay.
in the comics and most likely never will. But it would be pretty interesting to see in the MCU, especially if he could manage to come back, and then in Avengers Secret War, since that is most likely going to be his last film, at the end he could go back to Valhalla. He could go back and he could be with Jane, and who knows what's going to happen to Loki. Maybe Loki's there, his mother's there, his father's there. In a really weird way, Thor dying could be the perfect ending for him in the MCU. And of course the soft reboot is coming, and we've heard that Marvel Studios is going to get some new Avengers in the reboot, meaning they're going to bring back old characters but new versions of them, including Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, and possibly Thor. New actors coming in.
No, I did hear that. That's the only thing left to do, pretty much. Like how much longer can you continue this universe? Like it can only go so far. Like the only logical next step is to just reboot with new actors. That's the best way to go. That's what I would do.
To play these OG characters. Why? Well, that way we could have these classic characters like Thor, Iron Man, etc. interacting with the X-Men and with the Fantastic Four.
Exactly.
And it really is a great idea if we can get past the fact that we're really going to miss Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Chris Evans as Captain America, and of course Scarlett Johansson.
Dude, this is see, this is the bad thing about like legacies, okay? Because this squad right here, like these characters and these actors and everything, it's like it will never be topped. Like they could cast the most perfect person to play any of these people, but even still they would never hold a candle to these people right here. It's like these people right here are just legends, bro. It's like it's kind of sad. It's like no matter who they cast as any of these guys here, it won't matter. And honestly, that's why I kind of say or feel like this whole thing should just end. Like they should just cancel the whole Marvel MCU thing in general, because it's like, even if they hire new actors, it's gonna be so hard for fans to like them, man, because no one would ever be able to replace these guys, especially the big dogs like RDJ and Chris Evans. Like that's gonna be hard, man.
Johansson as Black Widow. But it does sound like Thor 5 and really just the overall story of Thor in the Multiverse Saga is going to be quite epic. But go ahead, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Are you excited for Thor 5 or are you still a little bit worried? Let us know everything in the
Shout out Cosmic Wonder, amazing video. He makes amazing videos, guys. Go sub to him right now, please, ASAP. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not. If Thor 5 ends up being an actual, like, what's the word? If it ends up being like an actual legit sequel, an actual like mature story, I'll watch it. But if not, then I don't care. I don't care. Like I'm at the point where with Disney and Kevin Feige and the MCU and whatever Marvel, I'm just at the point where I don't care anymore, and I need a reason to care. So if Thor 5 ends up being a magical movie that's like Logan-esque, I will care again, okay? But as of now, I don't. So with that being said, I have to see more news. And yeah, that's it for me, man. Like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on this video, man. Are you hyped for Thor 5? Do you not care like me? Let me know down below. Let me know. And that's it for me. I'm out. Peace.